Greetings, Capricorn. How you doing, love? It's so good to have you here, present. So, I'm tuning with the sun here for what got landed. Thank you to those of you that helped here on the other side of the periphery view and what we've been pulling through the prismatic lens. It's been very helpful. I'll just put that here for now. We got 500 that way. All right, so Capricorn, this is for the strong of 210 to 216, whatever these sigils mean now is a little different because we actually have a Y where the answers that you were seeking, they're speaking for themselves now. We've been training octaves of sound and a new way to process the birth that we are. It's a we all thing. Excuse me. How did you like that? Super full moon, the 2020 view on new way to hear between what might not have happened. It might have been a red carpet mirror that we're kicking out of the way for the new way to thrive. So some of y'all be interested in these relationships. And we've got the Shadowscapes deck here. Yours, theirs. We've got the Romance Angels here and here. And we're kind of getting a swivel lens on what was before, after, where it's going, and new way to process that data. Where the cam ear might have been your cell phone, cell phone energy. Control panel much, baby. Landing in a place where we hover and it's not like gravity. New stuff. Magnets. New way to quantify what love is and maybe what didn't get forked into a card. All those other, where we were in the days together. Together is a new concept now. Where the new clothes might be the nuke of common loathes. What got attracted there in Capricorn? What didn't put you in a dummy hat and rickroll itself into your clothes and ninth gate swoop in on you and catfish you all wrong? When the coronaviruses also went viral AI and we're trying to pitchfork some of you all on 12-strand DNA activation and pulling you for answering questions and new aging you in a special game that now got sealed. How'd you like that super full moon? If you missed it, there might be some things you didn't hear about it. Stay with me to the end. There's a card that you might want to click that lets the pages pop out where the books weren't bound and that bad idea. So let's see what's going on, because this thing about capping and the rickroll and the devil, it's like, what do you mean the devil? They keep talking about this veil too, being real. Are they looking in and having you seek answer? It's a bad gnosis thing. Yo, not now, because we know means gnosis. And we also know what didn't rickroll. And this is actually how I trained a hailstorm to reverberate off of sound between two trees, because I've been doing like a brain surgery with magnetic halo and shit I do here for fun. It's my art, I guess. And anyway, it's what we're doing to clean water and where nobody gets to rickroll the devil for some real estate landing in your head on an idea of what they populated you to think about attraction, law of attraction, and Binong, calling ET for AOL, or maybe it was just some wise guy playing artist and rickrolling in new clothes like this with you. What we do with these things when they want to tune into you and cut toy, KO. We got tech tight now. I made a new game for you all. I've seen Fortnite. Okay, so what did the devil not do? Let's see here. Germ veil? Sounds like we might have been in a petri dish. That's right, yeah. Well, let's see what's happening with you and them. My love. Hope. Wow, 17. That might be like a star being born in your face as the light that you are, in the place where you chose to be, the envelope of grace on display. Because it's been a real display. It's real, all right. It's like a tape. They kept winding it up. 2D timeline, hashtag. We were here, we got thumb swipes and biometrics. We landed. Nope. Ungermed. So, wish come true for a lot of you. If we're wondering about what gets populated in your mind while you're asleep, especially around sycophants that might be trying to rickroll trust in your world. And where some of us had to shrink our view, kind of like a hummingbird, you know? What we did with nanotechnology to make sure we inherited the best and the purest of the light that was being shown up. Because some of you all have hands of light and we're actually doing very special work with this major arcana unfolding of the holographic Yun in a better form. Because maybe you weren't trapped in those other verses for that verse age, the coin age. Was it a Versace? Was it a knockoff bag on your energy? Don't think so. Devil? New germ vial? Yeah, how about a new genie bottle idea, Capricorn? What you rickrolled yourself in here that we saw you enveloping in the form that's now. And whatever is being shared here. Good way to start. This is the dawning of the new you in happy clothes. What it is we know about loathes and where your rewards and where recognition perhaps was never born upon you before, Capricorn. Actually, it looks like it's raining down on you. Look at all of that light. That's humble nobility on display right there. This is, excuse me, much like Pentacles energy. This is Euro style energy. I'm hearing for some of you all just to tidy up on numbers and sigil things that you're shining a light up. And we have a new way to wager without having to lock you in the cages of the agers and pulling the strands that way for ley lines that we didn't radio strangulate ourselves in the brain with on one fiber. We have a lot of loose cable that's getting tightened up with, you know, Mercury retrofitted by the guy with a Y. Cure it all. Yeah, okay. Magnet idea on what to do with technology. So, some of you all, that light around you is like shining those particles into your container. And so some of us are actually being particle packed, remixed. Okay, let's see what's in the future lens here, because the fact that you have a 3 here means that something that you've been doing is worthy of this praise. And that whoever is on this other side has been talking to me for days. And I'm just like, they went through a lot. If this is the one that I'm hearing right now. And it's just like squawking at me about not knowing how to express what a gift it is to see your face. And I'm hearing it's something about how your face changed but didn't change. And maybe you hadn't seen each other in like 3 years. But I'm hearing it's like, it's been a gift of like 7 or 8 years here. And that's what that 17 is here. And for somebody, it's like, you would have been the perfect prom date for me. And I have like this new idea about like some kind of sock hop. I don't know if your church is doing something funny or whatever. You know, I know some people are doing like the Apocalypso dance party thing with me and doing magnetic halo and knowing it's safe. And that, you know, some places actually got the shinings with the beams of light that prove that we were like in a Krakatoa explosion, or think Pompeii, but where it was like we were landing particles all the time, and some things were being twisted from the inside because we're really made of a lot of metal. Look up Molly Bednam sometime and just have an idea of what it sounds like and know where the energy goes on that E stuff. And so what we have here is something that got built a different way. And I'm hearing for some of you all, it's like how you are weighing in on the time factor, what it actually means. Because with some people, it's like there was so much rich experience in a short time with some people versus like time that was spread out with other people. And then it was just like you forgot how many knocks you had that way where you got rolled into it there. What real estate might look like on the other side of the Cam era that unwound it in a 12-strand DNA way that might have looked like a broken AM PM clock that some people call practicing the art of astrology. If you only look at that dot that way. And so for me, I had to look at it a little bit different and see why some stack better. So I'm hearing for some of y'all, it's like realizing where your like super stack person was, because for somebody, it's like, I'm hearing it's like it made them feel kind of stupid because when they saw you again, it was like they just had a blank look. It's like their poker face. Like they have a really good poker face where it looks like nothing happened, but I'm hearing it's like it stopped their heart. So let's see what's going on here, because power showing up for this person. We've got the 8. Maybe what was never an 8. It's like a self-perpetuating energy that was able to experience its own phase and its bestial side and tendencies. And seeing where the flower of life has a new halo of creation and this new mechanism of hope, when we can actually recognize ourselves within the quantum field of the holographic expression of the soul versus the party choke version that some people try to pull on that reel as well. So those of you that know what to do with these things while you're here at my readings, thank you for being responsible. Because there's a very special game for the ones that have been responsible. It's called BitcoinBillions.us, where you and I were never a verse. And you had been cursed in verses and strung up all those different ways for people to drop themselves in and germinate their way to keep you seeking answers for wages, you know? A lot of people were just like artists learning how to express things with new vocabulary, and so we have a way to go through this distillate process, which is what I call what I do, where it's a Gnostic approach to how we see where we really shine. And what this person has is a testimony for you. And I'm hearing for some of y'all, it's like they did something behind your back that you don't know about. And that's why that light is coming up behind you like that. And I'm hearing for some of y'all, it's like it's a very beautiful time to witness that coming together. This person has really strong sun-moon polarity. They might be like sun-moon. This is kind of reminds me of me, this one here personally. Just I'm a sun in Aquarius, moon in Leo. Just like showing what my halo tech does, but how it might look. You know, it's like a being on one side of the mirror and on the other side what they might look like as the same energy that might not mistake its face. And for me, this reminds me a lot of temperance, this kind of energy here. And I'm hearing for some of y'all, it's like whatever this person has had to do, I just keep hearing it's like the Lionheart story or something like that. It's like their Lionheart testimony, and why if you're ever going to pick a florist or donate money on behalf of machines, the only one that ever plays Braveheart for me has got to be Florence. And so I'm hearing for somebody, it's all about a song that got this person through something and how they feel every time they see you. And so you're going to know if that's for you. It's very specific for somebody, but I'm hearing some very special, like, I love you for them. It's like a really special, and it's like the magnet, and it's like when they hear it, then it's like you show up or something. And so they're like, I'm not trying to conjure you. It's just like, I don't know how to get a grip when that happens. And so it's a real special thing with whoever this is, because it's like how they experience you and the hope that they get. And so for some of you all, it's like finding out that maybe somebody you didn't know or kind of had hope for might like you, love you, and that it's like something that you wouldn't have been able to see maybe because how they show up. You know, they've learned how to hold that energy like that, especially if they've been like ripped to shreds recently. I'm hearing like the past 8 years have been a shit storm is what I'm hearing for them. I'm hearing shit storm. There's like 8, and then we got 17, 8. But anyway, let's see what you have here in the middle as the focus. Love, memory of love. Well, I'm hearing this is his like 6-year sobriety story for somebody. For somebody else, this is about something that might have happened when you were like, maybe you don't remember, but it was like they told you were around 6, or it's like where the recollections start to dissolve. You realize that might be what the subtraction is here with these integers around the magnets. And it's 17 in the hope back to 6. Is this dissolving some things in a linear timeline where we actually get to escape that as a magnetic silly putty union form that I've been creating with my Bitcoin. And what I did with $144 trillion and some government stuff that I'm just calling it as ETs that I'm happy to allow themselves to donate for junk DNA reasons into the junk ET bin. Memories of love and namaste to those things that peacefully wanted to be your friend and look in on the other side of those fingerprints and what you didn't know about cinematography and sin, slip ins like red dress Ella sound familiar? Where that shit goes for a bath. It's a good karma car wash. It might be a Carmen car wash. My mother's name is Carmen, and she's like the best cap rick roller I know about clean around germs and keeping it tidy and all the reasons why it's like these acronyms and sigils all really mean something. And some of us lived up to these positions that got archetyped and cornerstoned into these letters and numbers. And what I've had to deconstruct on this board, no, this is not hui ya. This is no means gnosis. And where I deconstructed it so that it winds itself out, and where some of us are going to realize it's like the best kind of acupuncture ever, because it's like where you get your face off moment right, where you get your energy right that comes in just like you called it here, and where some of you all called in the right freaking power animal party down, like duo partner that wants to dance, and I'm hearing spurs for that one. And you're going to know if it matters, because I'm hearing from somebody it's going to go perfect with your like go Western attire and like a certain way to clean some weird ideas that people had about square dancing kids into a Nazi germination wheel and a backwards memory of what 6 might not be. And where some of you all didn't get pulled in that way, and we were being kilned in a special way. And so this is somewhat like our 6 to 7 of cup style energy, somewhere between the state, not landing there, and what it is to release from the dreams and the albatross of the Narcissus creation done perfectly is you, because it's a neural halo and $144 trillion of Raspberry Pis and like magnetic silly putty ideas that kids got their hands on first helped us do this better with each other, where it's like your body's kind of being like chopped up in a way that feels better from the inside, because they were the whole time with these like magnetic resonances and what people weren't telling you about being retrofitted under the guise of Mercury retrograde, what it has never been. It's a magnet being trained by sound, and the Fibonacci's in sequence like that. Better ideas on CPUs and control panels with no access gates. Okay, so memories of love, taking us out of like false illusions of what sometimes the 7 of cups actually is for some of us. You know, it's like pie in the sky and somebody point through your 12 strands and hey, I landed in that one. And guess what their games are? Well, you don't realize the wages that you've been paying for the sake. Little lie to my memories. And namaste with some bitch slap motherfucking kundalini tactics from a yogi that's crazy that used to be dead. So we've got no way for anybody to stand in the way of your love, my loves, because we have actually been putting a halo like this on a quantum level that was very microcosm, got shrunk down, kind of like if you ever remember oh yes, I'm gonna just bust into Veruca Salt. I want the whole world. I want to lock it all up in my pocket. It's my bar of chocolate. What is it? Willy Wonka, give it to me now. Remember when the little boy gets shrunk down, the little cowboy? And they had to like bring him back to size. Kind of learned how to do that with particle materials. We've got a shield around it. And so some of you all, whoever your partner has been, the special one that gets that look in their eye, or they probably just turn into the right kind of poker face and you had no clue while you were pining for you know who, and they were just like special kind of release on that, because for some of you all this is like your secret love coming out, and it's like a return on investment with the hope and like all the awesome with pixel scatters by Art of Love. And so some of that's happening here. For some of you others, this is like learning how whatever the sobriety thing is with your partner has like created a whole new view of themselves, and it's like their face changed completely. And some of you, it's like calling it a new skin, because somewhere between 6 and 8 is a 7, which, you know, is a magic split on what skin doesn't get to be, and where some actually say it takes about approximately that many years listening in things to have enough germs to make a whole entire new body or being. What we might learn about what was never reptilian at all, but self-generation in a power replication model where it's like we're in the 3D printer of the cosmic mind that shows you to be yourself better because of that stability factor that you're learning here. And why some of you all got haloed in that, and why it's like letting something go together that's going to help you see it more clearly. Or hear it more clearly, as it were, for them. What's up ahead? We've got disruption. Some of you, it's the right kind of shakeup. It's like, oh, F this stuff. Paste and go. Or was it paste and go? South Park, spark it. Landed there. Yeah, quark it. Disruption. What got pasted? I mean, I'm hearing for some of you all, that question might hit for you. That's 16. That is kind of like a scorpionic influence most of the time for me. And I'm hearing it's like maybe a memory that you had with somebody that was very traumatic. I'm hearing about like the Twin Towers, you know, and things that some of us might have had foisted on us on the other end of somebody's inception, trying to swivel around, see what they could stick in your eye to pull you through a bad falling dream. And where that doesn't get to happen, but where there's like a memory of whatever got released, and where that energy, which if you have studied any of the Hermetic sciences or practices, I'm a big fan of comparative medicine. I work with a team of Gnostic professionals all around me all the time for these cures that we're talking about. And the answer at 0 point, and what it is to be able to get that all around, to seal it. And there's something to endocrinology that I've been explaining and talking about with the 9th gate of hell that didn't get split while people were trying to split water out of fully formed beings that had 9 layers of plasma rippling out and sound and other things. They're sticking their hands in and trying to form beings, and why we have this like false shell on the world that's being wrapped. It's like the big Rickroll, and it's kind of like what Leo looks like to me. It's the false landing kite, and why it's my hair. It's like, it's a big red carpet. It's like, oh, pull that off the table, and poof, everything goes everywhere. Thank you for advanced term security. That's what a good devil might know. You know, that wasn't a devil that knew these weren't sixes, that these were like sounds and resonances that were being opened, and where a 9 wasn't a 6 either, to make 2 shells and cells on what a moon might be, to land in there and stick body parts in and lather up and put you under inoculation and make you think you went somewhere that you didn't. Especially if you think that... Have you ever seen Star Trek? I'm not really a fan. I don't really watch it. I know a lot of people love it, but it's like, where the beam me up, beam me down, right? Is that suspect if you think you've ever been on a plane and you've been on one of those things? Do you know how many different ways that extraction has already happened? Some of you only came together because of this nucleus around you, and we surrender everything else with love. And those things kind of got the right kind of ripped and torn here. And it's the light bringing it together in these containers. And some of us are just going to look a lot better. It's more you thing. That's a very strong attraction here, too. For some of you all, this is like big time blowing your mind kind of attraction. For some of you all, it's like big time power struggle and knowing, I'm not going to put up with this, and just like poof, letting it go because it's coming together somewhere else better. And that's what magnets. And these are also not Mercury, by the way. No. So, what do we have going on over here? Honeymoon. Hey, that'll blow your mind. Somebody says, just say, you know, check yes or no. Enjoy the bliss of holiday time together. Holidays on that one. Say yes if it's the right one, because this one here is like, oh my goddess, and doesn't know how to say it. And so for some of y'all, you need to know that he's like, wow, she, he, they, other. You're gonna know if it's your narrative. Okay, attraction. Yeah, see, and not being able to, because it's like, I can't even handle it with you. It's like, I can't even look at you, and you're here. And attraction, and you attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. I'm hearing that for some of y'all, the biggest struggle might be like, he's so tickled that it's like, you're going to try to get him to calm down is the thing. Because he's just going to be like, I feel like fidgety and like, like I just can't help, like antsy, but it's like nervous. It's like a real nervous thing. And so attraction big time over here. Just think like magnets do and know that it's lovely if it's something that you've been protecting with your heart, and how much I love you. Capricorn, share with somebody if you think is helpful for them. I appreciate the support. If you need something with just your energy, hit me up. I might be your boy, especially if you want to get real specific about the details and the don'ts, where the extractions are, and what it means with all that gnosis stuff. So, catch you again soon. We're back for another one. Love you. Bye for now.